Hi, Tauruses. How are y'all doing? My name is Marla. So this is at Word from Mars Tarot. I want to say thank you for your patience because I know it's been a minute, okay? If you like it here, if you love it here, please subscribe, like the video, so other Tauruses such as yourself can see this. Taurus, what I will say off bucks is if you are connected to an Aries placement or if you have one, go ahead and watch that reading too because when I first pulled cards, like four of the same cards came out that were in the Aries reading. In the Aries reading, the cards were reversed, and for y'all, they were upright. But I was like, nah, like, because I literally just did the Aries reading. So I was like, let me just go ahead and reshuffle. I also want to say that if you have an Aquarius placement or you're connected to one, go ahead and watch that as well because one of the cards, the mindfulness message, I believe this card came out for the Aquarius placements. Okay. So, this is going to be your September predictions reading. We're going to go ahead and jump right on into it. Um, I feel like at some point this month, let's see, I was going to say Aries, Taurus, I feel like you were feeling unhappy. Like, unhappy. Um, or there was just like, there's some sort of disharmony, and because this is at the center of your spread, okay, the Ten of Cups reversed, there was some sort of disharmony or miscommunication. I feel like you were also maybe not feeling worthy of love. You're struggling in your relationships, okay. Maybe some of you also are having unrealistic expectations, so keep that in mind. But I do feel like there's just some sort of unhappiness, okay. um, there are a lot of positive cards surrounding this card, so I feel like that energy is changing for you, but it is something that I feel like you've struggled with this month. And it doesn't always have to be your romantic relationships either. It could be some of your other ones too, where there's just like disharmony and disputes. And it doesn't have to mean they don't have to be big arguments and stuff, but it's like, little things that are adding up, okay? So the overall energy of the spread, though, you have the Page of Wands, which is a really good energy. It's like an adventurous energy, okay? Maybe being creative, maybe being more curious and, trying new things, giving yourself permission to dream. So even though you have that Ten of Cups reverse, I do feel like you try to combat it, maybe with positive affirmations, all right? But yeah, you're feeling inspired to just do some new shit, which is a really big deal for you, Taurus. Oh wait, Page of Wands, sorry, is a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. So maybe you have one of those signs in your chart. Um, but you trying new things, that's a big deal for you because Taurus is y'all are a fixed sign, and you all specifically, even though you're a fixed sign, y'all like crave comfort. All right. So that's not always comfort is not really good at all. It's like, yeah, let me not say that. Let me not say that. It's good to feel comfortable and safe with somebody or feel safe and comfortable within yourself or to create a cozy home, right? To create a comfortable home, to wear clothes that feel comfortable for you. That's where comfort is good. But Taurus is y'all drag y'all nuts and y'all take it to another level. Like you will comfort yourself into like luxury things whether you can afford it or not, so that can like lead to you getting in debt. You can comfort yourself a lot with food, so that can lead to being overweight or having an unhealthy relationship with food, or engage in a lot of like gluttony or whatever. This could even be sex, anything that is comfortable but also pleasurable. Like Tauruses engage in that a lot. So for the fact that you're in this mindset of like, I'm gonna try some new shit, that's really good. Okay. You do have energy of even more creativity here with the Ace of Wands. Um, some of you could be being hopeful to eventually have good sex. If you're not having sex right now, too, the Ace of Wands can be a, indicator of good sex. But with it being next to the Seven of Pentacles, you have to be patient. Whatever you're manifesting, Taurus, which is also not, even though you're an earth sign, if you're moving slow and it's your choice that things are moving slow, you're okay. However, if things are out of your control, you don't always necessarily like to wait and to be patient. So this Seven of Pentacles is showing you like, yeah, you see this little tree? And this looks like a money tree a little bit, or maybe I'm tripping. But regardless, it's showing that it has roots and then it has all these pentacles at the bottom. So this tree is going to grow and it's going to get larger and larger, and he can't see all these deep roots underneath and these pentacles, but he's being patient. Okay, so make sure you're being patient for whatever you are manifesting. Okay, it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. It just means it's happening on God's timing and not yours. Okay, some of you may have some sort of big decision to make. It could be about a soulmate. All right, we have the Lovers here, sign of Gemini. I always with this deck bring up Sagittarius because how she has this little bow on her arm, like Sagittarius is like, you know, we represent that, like the bow and arrow or whatever. And then we have the Chariot here, sign of Cancer. Some of you may have a soulmate who is a Cancer. This doesn't always mean that it's this could not be somebody, this could be somebody platonic as well. A couple different messages here, all right? So something could be happening with a soulmate and a decision needs to be made, and then you're having to go after it. Some of you could be coming together with an opposing force, so somebody who's very, very different than you. Some of you could have a decision to make. The Lovers, sign of Gemini, also represents having to make a big decision. And these are major arcana cards. So this is like heavy energy in this spread. And once you do make whatever decision, you are going to go after it. Okay, the Chariot is all about that energy. It's about sign of Cancer. The Chariot is about like going after what you want full force. Okay, maybe some of you are manifesting, you know, a Cancer and or a Gemini or Sagittarius, you know, to come towards you. Okay, another big thing that's happening here is even though you're okay with going after what you want, which is great, you are also learning to surrender. Sign of Pisces with the Hangman here. You're learning to surrender and allow like whatever God, source, spirit, universe has to take place. You're also willing to pause and reflect. You're willing to let go of things. Some of you may have to let go of something that has happened that made you feel really unhappy in order to, you know, have this new beginning with a soulmate, with a lover. Okay. I feel like some of you have also been reflecting deeply too, Taurus. Okay, this is a really good reading for y'all. So these are this is an oracle deck. Take what resonates or leave it, right? I only wanted 3, but y'all have like 7 or 8 cards that came out, so I just rolled with it. We have letters and names C, W, Y, or V. Letters and names C, W, Y, or V. So that could be someone you're connected to, first, middle, or last initial. Okay. We have death or rebirth. This did also come out in the Aries reading. So you could be connected to a Scorpio, or you could also be, unfortunately, you know, a death could be taking place. I don't think so. I think for this reading, this is really about old things dying, and having a new perspective. All right. Allowing old shit to die and allowing yourself to be reborn and to see things differently. We have intuition. Because keep in mind, you did have the Ace of Wands here. And the third eye is like lit up, okay? So you do have great intuition, Taurus. It's just whether you choose to lean into it or not. We have letters and name B, T, M, or G. Letters and name B, T, M, or G. So you could also be connected to somebody with these initials, or you could have those yourself. We have light or colored hair. Light or colored hair. We have letters and name A, S, H, L, or N. A, S, H, L, or N. So any of you all could have those initials. All the initial cards really came out. We also have letters and name R, K, I, or J. R, K, I, or J. Okay. And then we have change. And so that's one thing, Taurus, like with that death and rebirth card and this card coming out like change. You all are not, again, you're not usually too happy about change, but what I can tell you is like regardless of whether you're happy about it or not, it's coming, and it does seem like it's for your highest good. I feel like while, you know, you've been pausing and surrendering and reflecting, I feel like you did also take some time this month to be in solitude, or maybe you will at the end of this month. Okay, because we have 2 more cards that I'm about to read to you that show me that. All right, we have solitude. So I think some of your something that you've been sitting with this month is like spending maybe more time with yourself, or learning that like it's actually okay like to be in solitude, because Taurus is Y'all are lover girls and lover boys. So, like Tauruses, Cancers, Libras, there are some signs that thrive better in partnership, Gemini, and that's okay. But also, y'all do drag y'all nuts too sometimes, where it's like when you get about somebody, unless you have other signs that like kind of make you more detached or your childhood, whatever. But like Tauruses, from my experience observing them, like y'all want somebody to, you want to live in somebody's skin and you want them to live, you know, back in your skin. And sometimes you all struggle with knowing how to be by yourself and enjoying it. But in this card specifically, like she looks happy. She's not like upset that she's alone. Okay. Some of you could also be connected to a Leo. We have like leadership here. So maybe some of you are learning to like lead your own life. All right. Tauruses are very, can be very, family oriented, all right, or relationship oriented, and to the point where, especially like the connection that y'all have with y'all parents, sometimes y'all let them like run y'all lives a bit. Even though you're stubborn, it's like at the same time I've seen like Tauruses allow like their parents to dictate their life a lot. So maybe some of you are learning to step into yourself more. Maybe some of you are connected to a Leo who's going to be, you know, helping you out this month. So let's read a little bit more about both of these, okay? The Solitude card, the symbol is actually the lone fox. So even though the woman is sitting right there, the symbol for this card is really the lone fox. Keywords: withdrawal, independence, privacy, and detachment. The awakened meaning. This card is asking that you put some space between you and other people, their agendas, biases, opinions, and expectations for a while. Get to know your own beliefs and find your own path without outside counsel. So yeah, you're stepping into leadership. Make your own decisions and live your own life as you see fit. Do what is right for you, as long as it is harming no one. You have the strength to stand on your own. Be independent and forge your own path. Why else would you be here? It is a time of withdrawing from social events, social media, which can be all consuming if you let it, and embracing your introverted side. There is no shame for needing peace, quiet, and your own company. If you have been in hermit mode for a while, this card may signify that your time to reconnect with others is coming. So if some of you have already been in solitude, it may be time to like rejoin the masses, all right? If you feel loneliness or isolated, please know that there are people who care for you and reach out for connection. Reach out to the Awakened Soul community. We always welcome and support kin. The shadow meaning: living someone else's life, codependency, too much going on, energy depletion. The affirmation: I am supported and loved even when I am on my own. Personal reflections: what can being alone teach me about myself? All right. And let's go to this leadership card. All right. So the symbol is the lion. All right. The lion. Keywords: direction, initiative, shine, positive influence. This card has come up in your reading today as a reminder that your actions and words dictate the type of leader you are. You are called to empower others and do what you say you are going to do. Not everyone wants to lead a huge team, and that is perfectly okay, but there are many other ways you can be a leader. Don't be afraid to shine with confidence in your abilities and skills. Cast any imposter syndrome you carry out the window along with your doubt. As long as you are working with integrity and heart, you are on the right track. We gain loyalty through leadership. We gain respect through speaking up and standing up for what we believe in. Sometimes our true leaders are not those that we have been given in our institutions. You can be a true leader every day. The shadow meaning: compliance, shying away from praise, lacking confidence, lack of self-esteem. Affirmation: I am a leader in my own natural way. Personal reflections: in what ways am I being called to be a leader in my life? Yeah, so sometimes I feel like y'all can sit in the background. Like, not a lot of you all are like limelight type of people, but that doesn't mean that that's not what you're meant for. So make sure you're not like shying away from gifts and things that, you know, could be really good for you. All right. What you want to work on or be mindful of this month is to surrender stress. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. So some of you may be in need of doing some breath work this month because you allow yourself to become stressed, and that's not good for you. That probably is also a part of that emotional turmoil, this Ten of Cups reverse, that you end up feeling. Okay. uh Loving space. This was the card that this is the affirmation, the mindful message that I have for you that came out for Aquarius as well. Okay. So, loving space. I cannot learn other people's lessons for them. They must get there themselves at their own time. I can simply hold loving space for them as they go through their journey. All right. So, if some of you take on other people's problems, I think like this solitude card was talking about that. Like, it's time to be mindful of other people's dramas and things that they have going on. Like, you don't have to get yourself caught up in all that. Like, let people learn their lessons and be there for them. Say, how can I show up for you? How can I support you through this without taking on their issues and problems? All right. So, Taurus, this was a really good reading for you. This is probably my favorite one um, for the September prediction so far. I think I have like 3 more left, 4 more left. So, love y'all. Thank you for being here. Please like the video. Subscribe if you like it here, if you love it here, and I will see you next time. Bye.